What's up, 76ers fans? Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports. Tough ending to the season, but now we can look forward to the off season. And on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, I took a look at the top 25 free agents in NBA free agency for this off season, and keep an eye on some names on this list, especially some of the good value signings. Obviously, James Harden on the list with that player option. We'll see what happens there. And also, if you want more 76ers videos all off season long, my guy Chase Sr. is going to have you guys covered. So hit that sub button, share that link below with a friend. It's youtube.com/76ers TV. What's going on, basketball fans? Happy Friday. Hope everybody is getting ready to have a great weekend. Hope you guys have been watching the playoffs as well. It's been a lot of fun. Welcome into NBA Now by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. I'm going to take a look at the way too early top 25 free agents for 2022. I know we're in the middle of the playoffs, but before you know it, the offseason is going to be here, and players are going to be on the move. So here we go. We're going to go from 1 to 25, and this is my list. So if you don't like it, that's on you. Zach LaVine, my number one free agent. There's certainly some quality options here at the top, but he's still young. He's athletic, a 3-level scorer. He's improved as a defender throughout his career. And then we found out he played through a knee injury this year and still put up crazy numbers. He's my top free agent for 2022. My second free agent is Bradley Beal, the guard with the Washington Wizards. I think he's in line for some big money. Sounds like he's going to stay in Washington, but we will see what happens. Kyrie Irving, who's got a player option this offseason. He's my third free agent in NBA free agency this year. He's got a player option. We'll see if he opts in. We'll see what else could possibly happen as well. But Kyrie Irving, my number 3 free agent here this offseason. How about James Harden, who just went crashing out of the NBA playoffs with the Philadelphia 76ers? He's got a $47 million player option, so a pretty good chance he'll opt in. But if not, he is free to sign elsewhere or re-sign with the Sixers on a long-term deal. I think he'd be eligible for a 5-year, $270 million max. I'm not giving him that, but some team out there might if he becomes available. Now pick a guard out in free agency. Type ZL for Zach LaVine, type KI for Kyrie Irving, type BB for Bradley Beal, or you can type JH for James Harden. If you could pick any of these guys, who would it be? Let us know down in the comments. My number 5 free agent, and he is restricted, so Phoenix is going to have a good chance at keeping him. That is DeAndre Ayton, the former number 1 pick, the center. He was a guy that people were surprised didn't get a new deal before this season, where his fellow classmates Luka Doncic and others got some big deals. We'll see what type of deal he gets this summer. Number 6, Collin Sexton, who is also a restricted free agent. Did not play this year because he had a knee injury. I think he played the first couple of games, then he got hurt. But 24-point scorer in his last full season. Like a team could give him big money. The Cavs would like to keep him. Miles Bridges, another restricted free agent here, who really had a big season this year, averaged over 20 points per game. I think if you're the Hornets, you got to keep this guy around because he's a part of that young nucleus, but he might sign an offer sheet elsewhere to see if Charlotte will match. Jalen Brunson, who is an unrestricted free agent with the Dallas Mavericks. There's been a lot of buzz, a lot of chatter on teams being interested. Dallas would like to keep him as well. Really had a breakout season, averaged over 16 points, and has been playing great for the Mavs in the postseason. Will the Mavs re-sign Jalen Brunson? What do you guys think? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Curious to see where you guys stand on this one down in the comments section. Anthony Simons, who's a restricted guard for the Portland Trailblazers. I'm a little more bullish on him, a little higher on him than some others. I thought he had a really nice season, took advantage of Damian Lillard getting hurt and missing pretty much the whole season. I think he's a really good scorer, and I think he's going to make a lot of money. How about Tyus Jones? I'm also higher on him than others. He's pretty much been a backup point guard his entire career, but the Grizzlies this year without Ja Morant, I think, are 22-6 now or something like that. Tyus Jones, a big reason why. He's a damn good backup point guard, and I think he'd start for a lot of teams. He's my number 10 free agent this offseason. Our NBA coverage is going to start ramping up. We had a news and rumors video go out yesterday. Top free agents today. NBA draft lottery next Tuesday night. We'll be live for that. So, hey, Basketball fans, we're back. Lots of videos to come. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Subscribe today here on Chat Sports for full NBA coverage. And also, we have 6 NBA team channels that you guys can subscribe to. The 6 on screen will kind of rotate through the links below. You see that Mavs one right there, youtube.com/MavsTV. But we're rotating down below. Lakers Report at almost 44,000 subscribers. Warriors today closing in on 30,000. Mavericks today at over 16,000. Celtics channel at over 8,600. 76ers now almost at 6,000 subs, as is Knicks now as well. Go check those out. The link to all those channels will be in the description of this video. Okay, number 11 here, Mitchell Robinson, the center with the New York Knicks. I thought he had a nice season this year. Be curious to see if the Knicks keep him around. I think he's a guy who can be a double-double impact player on a contending team. How about Lou Dort with the Oklahoma City Thunder? He's got a team option, so pretty good chance the Thunder will exercise that. But if not, curious to see what he gets on the open market. Great defender, has improved offensively in each of the past couple of seasons. How about Bobby Portis, who really was a big part of that championship team last year and has been playing well this year too, averaged about 15 and 9 for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's added a three-point shot in recent years. Good defense, good culture guy. He's really kind of turned his career around after a shaky start. Yusuf Nurkic, who when healthy is a great offensive player, does miss a lot of time, but if there's a team out there that needs scoring down low, Nurkic can provide that. He can space the floor a little bit as well. I have him as my number 14 free agent. I didn't really know where to put Russell Westbrook, so I'll put him in here at number 15. He's got a player option. That's part of the reason, too. I fully expect him to exercise that. It's over $44 million, so he'd be wise to do that because I don't think he will get that on the open market. But for now, we'll list him on our top 25 free agents because technically he could be a free agent this summer. Now, where will Russell Westbrook play next season? Even if he opts into his final year of that deal, doesn't mean he's going to be playing with the Lakers. They may look to trade him. They could cut and stretch waive him. They've got options if they want to move on. Take a guess at it in the comments. Where will Russ play in 2022-23? Okay, another Laker free agent, Malik Monk, who I actually thought had a pretty good season for LA. Really good shooter. He's bouncy, decent defender. I think if you want some 3-and-D, Malik Monk's one of the best players in this cycle. Mo Bamba, a restricted free agent center who was kind of a bust until this year. Had the best year of his career, averaged 10 or 11 points, 8 or 9 rebounds, close to a double-double there for the Magic. Took advantage of Orlando just stinking and getting to play a lot. I'll be curious to see what he gets. Could he get over $10 million per year on the open market? Maybe so. We'll see what happens with Mo Bamba. Dennis Schroeder, who was playing really well with the Celtics, played okay with the Rockets after he got traded, but still a good combo guard. He can play the 1, he can play the 2. I think his best role is as a 6th-man type, so contending teams that could use a combo guard off the bench, I think Schroeder's a pretty good option. As is Victor Oladipo. 3 months ago, you would have been like, well, Oladipo's just going to have to take a minimum deal with someone, but he got healthy, started to play, and he's been in the playoff rotation for Miami, and you know what? He's actually played pretty darn well. I wonder if he's kind of made himself a little bit of money. I'm not going to say anything crazy, but mid-level, perhaps? I think that's a possibility for Oladipo, whereas a couple months ago, probably would have had to sign a second consecutive minimum level contract. How about P.J. Tucker, who the ageless wonder, right? I mean, he averaged 7.5, 8 points, 41% from 3 this year. He's a dog defensively. I've always liked P.J. Tucker, and he's always on championship caliber teams. We'll see what happens there with him. Gary Payton II with the Golden State Warriors finally found a home. Now he had that elbow injury in the playoffs, which stinks for him. We'll see if that impacts his market, but I think a mid-level type of deal for him somewhere could be in store. Great defender, doesn't shoot a lot, but when he does, shoots at a very good percentage. Andre Drummond, who there's mixed opinions on him, but you know what? He's a great rebounder. He's a decent defender. He can finish around the basket. I think he's a great backup center. I don't want him starting for my team, but if he's my backup big, I think he could do a lot worse. Ivica Zubac's kind of the same boat here. Energy guy. He can start if you need him to, but ideally he's an energy big off the bench. He's had some good moments with the Clippers in recent years. We'll see if they bring him back or if he lands elsewhere. Montrezl Harrell with the Charlotte Hornets. Great offensive player, can really score, good roller, can't play defense at all, though. So it's got to be the right fit for him. I'd like to see him stay in Charlotte, run that pick and roll game with LaMelo Ball. I think that'd be pretty interesting, especially if they hire Mike D'Antoni. And then Nick Claxton, who did some good things this year for the Nets. He can't make a free throw. I'm not sure he's made one yet. What'd he go, 0 for 10 to start that one playoff game? Just a disaster. But good energy, good shot blocker, finishes around the rim. I thought he did some good things for Brooklyn this year when they had very little post-production. There you go, our way too early top 25 free agents for 2022. Free agency gets going officially on June 30th. We'll find out before then which, player options, team options get exercised, and so forth. I'm Harrison Graham signing off here on NBA Now by Chat Sports. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. The link is right there, and we'll see you next time here on the channel.